Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greatest.
Takes flight, going down, clear the deck, cleared.
It's Thursday night and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much. Now, the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella man the post positions. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And for Washington, Morris and Beal are the guards. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the center filling out the middle. And with the addition, Greg, of the play-in tournament, we're seeing more meaningful games here late in the season.
Yeah, we're seeing teams battle for positioning more than ever. You have multiple teams trying to secure that 6th seed to avoid the play-in.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Morris with the ball. Kuzma outside. Morris with the screen for Kuzma. Back to Morris. Puts up a three. That one no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
and eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Trains the three-pointer.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great three to answer right back.
Now here's Porzingis. The pass to Gafford. And Beal kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And here's Young from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Porzingis. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Passes to Beal. Shoots over Capella. Here's Gafford. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
Here's Beal, following the score by DeJounte Murray. Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance over Morris. And it's good off the back rim and in. Young's got 11 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense, the numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. That hadn't been done in 49 years.
See the stat sheet here for Corey Kismet.
For that jaw-dropping performance.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Beal against Murray. Looking to end the run. Bradley Beal, and that's good.
Well, some guys over the course of their career just keep developing, and Bradley Beal came in as a sweet shooter, and he continues to do it.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 5.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
Murray, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Morris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Gafford. Wizards passing it around. No good. Hunter with some nice defense. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And now on the 2K leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the best free throw shooting teams in the league. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here's Murray. 17 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Here's Morris, following the score by DeJounte Murray. Here's Beal. Here's Kuzma. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. Young's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And it's the growth of Murray as a distributor has really proved to be a great point guard. There were questions about that early in his career.
And Greg, you can see it. Murray has really improved his passing.
Has a great sense of the court and spacing, reads defense as well, and can direct his teammates. Could see him being an elite passer in no time.
Free throw good, Murray.
You know, over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
And so Murray nails both of them. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes? As you were just talking about, it changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And Young, here we go. Count it, good. Young's got 13 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. To the right side. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hunter. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Let's make some noise for your Wizards answer.
see numbers for Trae Young. Averaging about 26 points per, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Here's Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The pass to Porzingis. Murray against Beal. Here he goes. And again, Washington no good. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Young. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And here's Beal. His last outing, he had 24 points. Morris with the bucket.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks score.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Porzingis. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Hunter. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Beal with his screen on Collins. Porzingis finds Gafford. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Kuzma. No good there. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Collins dishes to Young. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass. And that's 19 points for Trae Young.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. The past month has been surreal. 12th in blocks. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beal against Murray. That's tipped. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Collins. Captain coming off the assist from Young.
Assist goes to
Young's got 6 assists in the game.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive gives a team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Morris passes to Beal. Morris with a screen on Murray. Here's Beal. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. And it's Murray with the jam.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Morris passes to Beal. Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. The shot will not fall. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Young inside. Morris is there. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Every game you expect Young to have some scoring bursts, but tonight he has been on auto drive.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
If you want a t-shirt, and you know you do, make some noise.
And a new crew getting ready for the Wizards. Abdias checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kisper comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Beal. And it's DeLon Wright in for Morris. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. Bays checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. Atlanta's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Up top right, defended by Young. A three from Porzingis. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Wright, takes it inside, and he converts the layup.
Well, DeLon Wright has now learned how to operate in the pick and roll, and he is exceptional, thinking like a scorer.
Okongwu's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Wizards shooting to start out this game about 43%. Johnson over to help. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Wright. Shots good from Young.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now, Wright. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The teardrop falls in.
Just a smart shot by DeLon Wright. Get to your floater game. Get it before the defense can react.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
Greg, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
And the first one drops.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Right. Johnson with the block. Now, here's Okongwu. He's covered closely. Yep, that one goes in there.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Wright against Young. And Wright kicks to none. And again, Washington no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Pass to Okongwu. Over Wright. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Wizards. Passes it to Nunn. Kicks to Kispert. Nice ball movement by Washington. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Okongwu. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Okongwu's now got 12 points in the game. Wright, the pass to Porzingis. And he makes that one.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. He made open, let me find him.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And we'll be back with you shortly.
DC family, your Wizards.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Murray. On the court right now for the Hawks. Murray out there with Griffin. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then it's John Collins. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Here's Bey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Kispert. And again, it's Atlanta.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Kuzma. To the middle. And Kispert with the basket on the assist by Kuzma. Kispert's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've assisted.
You got to be kidding.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Right, the pass to Avdia. To the paint. Here's Nunn. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Nunn's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
And he makes the first. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Morris comes in for DeLon Wright, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Capella's checked in. Bay hits them both. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here's Kispert following the bucket by the Hawks. The Trae. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. From the top of the key. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Kispert wide open. He fires. And again, Washington no good. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Griffin. Again, the Hawks score.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. No good from outside. And Murray's got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks over Morris. Again, the Hawks score.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Wizards have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Morris passes to Kuzma. Morris with the screen for Kuzma. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Wizards have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Kuzma slams it in.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
Into the lane. Bay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Assist goes
Murray's
to
got 5 assists tonight.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Collins, that's a 2-pointer. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts. Wizards have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Kuzma with a screen on Murray. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Washington's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now, here's Gafford. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Capella. Here's Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. Collins, good. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 25-point game against Atlanta. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Got that one up quick. Bay's got 8 points.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Now, here's Avdia. He's defended by Bay. And finished off by Avdia.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Morris kicks to Kispert. Oh, good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And Collins has shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative, and let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
First free throw is good. So for the Wizards, Porzingis is coming in for Daniel Gafford. And Beal subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Sadiq Bey. Griffin hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
It's Beal on the wing. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside. He's got 8.
Well, Bradley Beal does not need to handle the ball to be a threat. He gets to the catch-and-shoot game and makes the defense pay.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Beal after the basket by Atlanta. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
At the line for one. Timeout on the floor. Hawks timeout. Here's the Trae t-shirts. Get on your feet and get loud. All right, everybody. You know what time it is. A big round of applause for your Wizards Trae.
Checked in for the Hawks. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, Washington, they're at the 10th position.
And, you know, for the Wizards, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Now, here is Morris. 7 points in the game. The shot's good from Kispert.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Johnson. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Wizards. Outside, Beal. Morris with a screen on Bogdanovich. And Beal gets it to go.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Here's Johnson. Rebound by Kispert. From the Wizards, they're shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Down low, here's Avdia. A 3 from Porzingis. Hunter grabs the miss. Atlanta has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Morris with the ball. Outside, Porzingis. Morris outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Johnson. Washington with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Porzingis, the Wizards with another miss. Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Here's Hunter. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd assist on the night. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Kispert. Sinks the three-pointer. Kispert's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Wizards.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he recovers it. Here's Hunter. And at last, they get one to fall. Hunter's got 6 here in this quarter. Outside, Beal. Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Morris outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Hunter, and there's the drive.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
The Wizards shooting it quite well, 52% from the field in the second quarter. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for the Wizards, Bradley Beal. Shooting 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
On the subject of trade rumors, year after year, Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who can do what he does with his level of consistency.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Washington. DeLon Wright comes in for Monte Morris. Inside, here's Nunn. Lays it up and banks it in. Nunn's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
There's the pass to Hunter. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Well, as you can now see on the 2K leaderboard, these are the NBA's steal leaders since the All-Star break. You take a look at Wright, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Trae Young. He's another guy who can pick your pocket.
What a job both of them have done defensively in the open court. They've really gotten a feel for their opponents the more they see them.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Right, the pass to Beal.
2 minutes.
13 feet away. And Washington again with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Hunter with it. Now Beal defending. Good on the shot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Young against Wright. Driving inside. And it's sent back by Okongwu. So it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. On defense, Atlanta. Beal can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hunter, no good. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Washington. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button. We saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And I love how aggressive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective.
Now here's Beal. 15 points in the game. Porzingis with a screen on Hunter. Beal with the bucket. Beal's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Shots good from Young.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Right side. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Wright's got 7 points.
Boy, DeLon Wright with great range. What a shot.
Goes up on the wing. Trae Young again.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Atlanta with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting, and this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano-a-mano.
A couple of guys locking horns tonight. Neither one of them backing down as you would expect. You can tell both teams are giving these guys space to work.
And they're taking advantage of the opportunities. All right, and shifting gears to our current matchup, it's been a rough one so far for the Wizards.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, they just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Morris and Beal are the guards. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis, and it's Gafford in at center. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr. Porzingis passes to Gafford. 2 points, that one goes. Gafford's got his second bucket of the night.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Morris outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
In the corner, it's Hunter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's got 10. Murray scanning the floor. And it's Murray with the jam.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, Beal. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Beal's got 19 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Gafford throws it down.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Murray against Beal. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Young. Young's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Morris passes to Beal. Morris with a screen on Collins. Beal with it. He's picked up by Collins. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And the 3-ball is good. Kuzma's got 13.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
Here's Murray. And the layup falls. 26 points for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Beal from long range. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Porzingis. Beal deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Morris. No good on the triple. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
So it's Washington now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Morris passes to Beal. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Beal's got 22 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Here's Hunter. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Morris. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Shot from 12. And Washington again with the bucket.
This guy is such a dominant offensive talent. When he gets to his spot, he just goes to work.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Hawks second.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And here is Morris. 13 points in the game. Now Beal. Another one falls for Washington.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Kuzma against Hunter. Yep, it counts. Hunter's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Morris outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
At the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
And the technical free throw is good.
Bradley Beal entered the NBA as a sweet shooter, but consistent work and improvement has turned this guy into an absolutely lethal threat from everywhere on the floor.
Kispert's checked in for Porzingis. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bay comes in for Hunter. And Griffin subbed in for Murray. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Bay. He can't hit that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. Morris finds Gafford. And here is Kispert. Comes up empty down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Nice ball movement by Washington. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Bay. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Bradley Beal letting you know there's still an explosive level to his game. Off his feet, easy finish.
Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Washington now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
Now, here's Collins. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
The Hawks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good for the Wizards. Avdia's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's DeLon Wright in for Monte Morris. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Capella. And so Collins nails both of them. Washington's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Kispert setting the pick for Wright. Avdia kicks to Kuzma. High post shot, and he gets the jumper to drop. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just soft touch in the mid-range right there by Kyle Kuzma. Just accepting what the defense is willing to concede.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Here's Wright. He's got 7. Pass to Kispert. Nunn, a screen on Griffin. Avdia, the pass to Kuzma. Nunn wide open. Off target from outside. Atlanta's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. He's really stood out for them over the past month. First in steals, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Now, here's Avdia. Now, here's Bay. He's got 8. Got that bucket in no time at all. Bay's got 10 points. Wright with it. Kuzma outside. Out to the wing. And the wide open shot from Avdia. No good on the 3. Atlanta's shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Bay, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Washington again turning it over. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Wizards. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. So it's the Hawks now. Here's Bogdanovic. Atlanta again missing. And here's Nunn. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Dishes to Gibson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, this is a real strength of Taj Gibson's game. Efficient low-post scoring. That's nicely done.
Bay. And Wright pulls it down.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Washington's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Here's Wright. Rebound by the Hawks. It's Young on the wing, defended by Nunn. Young's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Wright, launches it, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Young. The baseline jumper goes down. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Kispert setting the pick for Avdia. Gibson finds Nunn. It's hauled in by Trae Young. Young's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Nunn against Bogdanovic. This one for 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Now here's Wright. Jalen Johnson missing his last shot. And Wright with the basket on the assist from Kispert. Wright's got 12.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
And it's right with the ball for Washington. And Gibson now top the key. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Well, there's a physicality to what Taj Gibson does on a nightly basis, and particularly when he's this close.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
First one falls for him.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
Okongwu's checked in for Bay. And both free throws good from Gibson. 1:10 left in the third. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. The Wizards shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. Good on the triple.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Over Avdia. Johnson can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Of course, I've heard many times Corey Kispert talk about how glad he was to stay at Gonzaga for his senior year.
Kev, his perspective was so great. What he said was he treated that season as a, quote, runway to the NBA. And that's what it proved to be. He improved in almost every phase of the game and went from a likely second-round pick to top 15. That is tremendous.
Porzingis is checked in for Taj Gibson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Young, and he lays it straight in. Young's got 39.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
And it's right missing. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Bogdanovich. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter.
The D just couldn't anticipate Bogdanovich's shot there. He catches them by surprise with the pull-up.
to the inside. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
I was trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Griffin. And it's Matthews in at the shooting guard position. Here's Fernando. Rebounded by Gafford. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Out to the right wing. And the pass to Gill. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day. I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play.
Kevin, love it.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. The Wizards shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Now, here's Goodwin. Guarded closely. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's Matthews on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. And Matthews gets it to go. So it's the Wizards now. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Three-pointer. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn. Nunn's got 11 points here in just the second half. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Fernando. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Pass to Gafford. Here's Nunn. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. For this screen on Griffin. Here's Nunn. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value.
And he knocks down the first one.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And so Nunn nails both of them. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Forrest. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Here's Fernando. Nunn grabs the board.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Griffin can't get it to go in, and it's Washington's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Goodwin passes to Davis. Gill with a screen on Matthews. Davis with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. They get it again. Davis kicks to Goodwin. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over Davis. The Hawks again can't hit.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Gafford throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Matthews. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Gafford is screen on Griffin. Nunn passes to Gafford. Over Forrest. Outside for Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. Davis has got his first 3 points of the game.
And love whenever Davis knocks it home from deep. He must keep doing that at the pro level.
A 15-footer, and Matthews gets it to go.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Now Goodwin. Fernando pulls it in. The Hawks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Matthews. Washington with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Nunn, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
And that free throw good from Nunn. And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
Here's Johnson. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 8 points for Jalen Johnson.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
There's the drive, and it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Kuzma outside. The Wizards with another miss. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Johnson. Cans the shot from the wing. 10 points for Johnson.
Sadiq Bey.
Washington's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Griffin against none. Shoots from the elbow. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And the shot goes in. And the Wizards with possession. Goodwin feeling it out over Forrest. And it's Goodwin missing.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Let's make some noise. DC family, a big round of applause for your Wizards. You can't see.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. The Hawks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
Well, the creativity of Bradley Beal, incredible.
From the wing. Griffin's shot is off. For Washington, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, this is how Bradley Beal just makes it impossible to guard him. 3-level scorer. This time he goes to the inside game.
Atlanta calls timeout.
It's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
Washington making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Gill, and it's Wright in for Kendrick Nunn. Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. The shot's good from Bay.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Washington's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Wright. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Inside, and Gafford throws it down.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Griffin can't get it to go in. The Wizards shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Right, left side. Gafford against Collins. Out to Kuzma. 5 on the clock. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Man, that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Down low. And Gafford throws it down.
Goodness, the tomahawk one-hand slam.
Shows you how much strength he has. Trying his luck from deep. Forced shot is off. Washington has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. For three. Rebound Atlanta. Bayes got 4 rebounds in this game. Tries a three. Rebound by the Wizards. Kuzma outside. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Punch it home off the bounce. Kyle Kuzma. That's playing with force, folks.
Atlanta calls timeout. Wizards making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in.
Your Wizards dancer. It's time to make some noise.
The Hawks leading by 21. Here's Young. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Young's got 41.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Charity stripe shot. Porzingis can't hit. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Collins dishes to Capella. Shoots over Gafford. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Collins. Collins has got his 8th assist in the game. Gafford sets the pick for Wright. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Free throw drops for Wright.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
And the Wizards making a change here. Kispert's checked in. And so Wright nails both of them. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Young got a hand on it.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Kuzma has committed to being a better defender, and he sends that shot back.
And again, Washington no good. Atlanta leading by 23. Here's Hunter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Assisted.
Murray's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Washington's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Wright, the pass to Beal. 1:33 left in the fourth. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
The first one falls. Kendrick Nunn, he's jacked in for Washington. And both free throws good for Porzingis. The Hawks leading by 23.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
At the line for Washington, Kyle Kuzma. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target. Good. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Nunn kicks to Wright. Shoots from 12. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And So it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Trae, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position. So what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.